Welcome back to the Buffdale Campo channel. I'm Kim Fixes. I'm here with my case 1816B. It's a lovely little machine, very sturdy, made of metal. It's got nice tires. Look how nice those tires are. It has a custom-made tank. It has a Honda G620 two-cylinder engine, like 25 horsepower or so. It is the most maintenance-hungry machine you can imagine. I rarely get more than an hour of work out of the machine at a time before it leaks gasoline or hydraulic fluid to the point where I have to stop. Every spring I fight and fight and fight with it. So, as is tradition, I have gaskets for the wheel drive pump things because they're the low point in the hydraulic system, and if I leave it sit, all the hydraulic fluid leaks out while it's sitting. So we're gonna try to replace these gaskets. I'm pretty sure that's where we're having the issue. I'm sure it's not the only leak. I know it's not the only leak, but they definitely do leak. There are 4 9/16 bolts to remove the case halves, and then I should be able to put these in. The one pump doesn't even have one. I used some like Permatex, which didn't seal even for the first 10 minutes. And the other pump has just been, I don't know what's in there. It's been leaking since I got the machine 2 or 3 years ago. So let's see if we can get these in, see how long it takes, and with any, with some good fortune, maybe we can use this machine to clean up the old pool area. The nice thing about the old pool area is it's nice and flat. It's got sand. It's not far from the shop, so that could be a good place to maybe put up like a paint booth or something like that. It's nice and flat. I don't know, we'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's see if we can get it to hold fluid for more than 20 minutes. I already know it started. I started it a couple weeks ago, so the engine's running, and it runs okay. The problem is not the engine right now. The problem is the hydraulic system leaking. So let's see if we can get that sealed up a little bit, and then we can put her back to work. From the place where you sit, this is the Honda motor. This pulley drives the main, not the main, like the primary. This pump drives like the bucket, okay? And then this pump controls that's the drinker side, and this pump controls the driver side. And this pump has been replaced and worked on multiple times. And this pump works okay, but I think it is like the biggest part of the leak. So anyways, the gasket that we need to replace goes right here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these hoses, I think I could just pull them out of the way, but I could take these off. They've been off before, so I'm gonna have grease up to my ears trying to work on this. So there's not much chance that you're gonna see in between stuff, but I'll stop and I'll try and wipe my hands a little bit and show you as I get to steps. But it's just bolts. I'll bring you back once I got them off. Here is the ID tag, in case you need that information ever. Okay, this is what it looks like. Scraped it nice and clean. Bedded these O-rings back in with some grease so they don't fall out. Sorry about the neighbors doing mowing. There's what the hydro pump looks like. There's a bearing in there. I put a little grease on it, although it gets lubricated by the circulation of the pump. Anyways, here is our replacement gasket. I also put some grease on the face so that it would stick while I'm trying to put everything together. As you can see, if this O-ring leaks a little bit, it should leak back in. There's not pressure inside. A little bit of grease on there to so it sets where it's supposed to and doesn't walk around while I'm trying to get it in place. And with any luck, that will do her. Okay, second verse, same as the first. Put some grease in there, so there's a little spot in there, like a groove. So put some grease in the groove, tack them in, and then tack your just red and tacky grease. You know, this thing came off, it just red and tacky grease down too. So, and then there it is. This is spring loaded a little bit. So you put it back in there. Nothing to it, you know, cleaning surfaces. That's all there is to it. It's messy. This one is a replacement I got off the internet. The CC counterclockwise. I don't know. I think I might have switched it out at some point from where it was supposed to be originally. That one's, you know, was correct. It had an LH or an RH. This one's clockwise or counterclockwise. I just know this vent, that's got to be up top, and it was in the bottom. Last time we had to switch it around and switch the leverage and everything. It was a big hassle. So I don't know, we're gonna put it back together. Maybe we'll get lucky and this time. But when I opened this up, when I took this apart, this was empty. There was just very little fluid in the bottom of it. To me, that tells me that it was leaking out the bottom seal. You know, this is the only place, so it must have leaked all the hydraulic fluid out the bottom of that seal. So, you know, good on us to get this gasket in there. And here's hoping, fingers crossed, that this thing will hold its fluid finally. You can't just keep putting gallons of fluid in it every time you run it. That's not really a very serviceable machine. And then maybe one day we'll work on this mess. If we can get it to hold the fluid down here, then this is almost like cake work. Finished taking a bath in Simple Green. Wash my armpits and stuff like that, get the grease out, a whole roll of paper towels. It's all back together as far as I know. The way we'll find a leak is fill it up with oil. If it's not leaking, there's nothing in it. This machine, it likes regular motor oil. That's what it says in the manual. I think it says 10W40, 10W30's only 10 different. That should do it. Yeah, this is new. Super Tech 5,000 mile warranty. That should pretty much last it to the forever. Glug, glug, glug. Drink it up. I think it was only about half a jug there, so this is 10W40, so we'll water it down. Once it's done drinking, let's see if we could get it to fire up. I think it will. Some of you might have thought along the way, Kim, why didn't you fix it right the first time? Every time it gets a little worse. Every time I fix it, it's worse. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm not smart. Not smart. But you know what? It probably will run. Let's see if at least we can get it to run. Fire in the hole. I don't remember which way is which. Well, that's no good. That was working last year. way is choke. That way is off. Alright, let's crank it without the choke. What the heck? It ran last year. Ran good last year. Well, darn it, now we're into something else. I remember, electric. There's a fuel shutoff. There's another wire, safety wire. You gotta connect or it's not gonna do nothing. That's on me, that's on me, that's me. My bad. Set you up, I'll see if I can clean the swimming pool a little. Okay, it's day 2 of working on the mini skid loader. I got Buff Del Campo today. We're gonna take a little excursion. There's the mini skid. I did do a little bit. I got some piles of dirt. You can't see, it's kind of sitting on the piles of dirt right now. And I got some of it cleaned out. The problem I'm having is I got oil on the belts last time or the time before that. And now they all squeak. When I try and drive, it makes the belts squeak. So we're gonna buy replacement belts and change them out. So, and I used all the gasoline. That's a little tank. So we gotta go get gasoline. That's gonna cost us an arm and a leg because of war and oil prices. So yeah, let's take Buff Del Campo, see what we can do, what we can get done.